I always feel like I'm training for that next fight, unfortunately. And so it's always in the back of my mind that it's that next fight. I don't know if I ever will get over that, but it's just a thing I do when I go to the jiu-jitsu people and they're smashing me. And I'm like, I can do this. Do this. And they're working on getting me to do that, not be smashed so much. So, but I feel empowered when it's so difficult that I can overcome that.
Welcome to Growing Your Business with Buddy Broyles, helping businesses share their voice, build authority, and grow through meaningful conversations. Joining me today on the Growing Your Business podcast is my friend Tracy Dickey with East Plano Martial Arts. Hi, Tracy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well. Good to see you.
Nice seeing you too.
Let's talk about East Plano Martial Arts, obviously located in East Plano, Texas.
Yes, it is.
Tell me about the business.
So I have a martial arts school. I've been training since June 3rd, 2003.
Wow.
So I'm a 5th degree black belt. At East Plano Martial Arts, we do Isshinryu karate. That is our main style, and that shows our traditional roots. We do focus a lot on self-defense, which is very important to a lot of people. A lot of people come in and say they want a traditional school, and they do want to focus on self-defense. So with that said, we kind of rebranded some things in the fall, and we were adding judo. So I work with an Olympian judo instructor, and he comes in and does some really cool seminars with my school as a whole. And then my black belts and I, we work with him individually and perfecting so we can teach the students that. And then we also do jiu-jitsu, and I train in jiu-jitsu. So I'm formally training in that right now. So I'm a white belt in that, and then a 5th degree in Isshinryu.
Wow.
So I do that through High Ground in Murphy, and they come in and do seminars with my students as well. And my students love all that grappling and rolling around. But we just feel like the self-defense can start from the beginning, which judo is mostly the throws. And then you've got when you make it to the ground, and then with the Isshinryu, it's everything in between.
How about that? So you cover all the possibilities.
Yeah, so we try to do in that. And with I also have the foundation, Empty Hand, Open Heart. So incorporating that with learning new different styles, because there's just so much to learn out there. And so we're just trying to do it all.
Tell me about the class schedule. Like what is and I know this is available on your website, of course, but what's a normal flow for a commitment level? Let's say I was joining one of your programs.
Okay. So we have white belts up through brown belt, black belt in all classes. I have 12 black belts under me. So we all go to at least 2 or 3 classes a week. And so we have 3 or 4 instructors for every class, which means we can offer some family classes. So we offer a family class on Mondays and Thursdays are our schedule. And that means you can play with your kids. You can train with your kids and your grandkids, which we do have that. We do have kids and grandparents training with their kids.
How fun.
So grandkids. So, and the kids in between. So we offer that, which is really good. The space is large. So that helps as well, because they can do some things with their family members, and then there's times that we separate out and work on more specific things.
And so that you have different classes to sign up for each of the disciplines. Jiu-jitsu.
No, we incorporate that in all the classes.
Oh, okay. So you get a little bit of each with each class.
So
that's fantastic.
We do rotations of what we're going to teach each week. And so we always work on our katas, and then we do point fighting as well. But we incorporate the judo and jiu-jitsu in there different times of the a month. We do that and add that in, or if there's a question that comes up, we talk about that.
How do you incorporate people who have been in other programs, who have some knowledge mixed, and then they walk in? What is that conversation like?
So our punch is a straightforward punch, and a lot of people that have trained in Taekwondo or other things, it's a twist punch. So that's a little bit different. But mostly, so that's kind of challenging because they do the stances. I do have a man that has a black belt in Isshinryu that came to me, and he's now a yellow belt. And he, getting him, the stances are different. His are deeper than what we do. But he's incorporating and loving doing something different like that as well.
And the belt classes, and is that the right way to say it? As you
Promotions, yes.
promotions. Now that's an individual journey, because you're not necessarily competing with the person next to you. You're growing yourself, correct?
Yeah. So you get your belts. We do that base. It's not, you don't buy your belts. We have an opportunity to get rank 3 times a year. And there's not a lot of money involved in that. It's just, we do a training session or we do a tournament, and then then we have a large promotion thing, which we make really fun. I have kids that have different disabilities. I have a boy that's in a wheelchair. He has MD, and when he started with me, he could walk, and now, unfortunately, his hands are even starting to give out. But we work with him, and we've taught him how to do defense with that, with a cane and things that he can hold on to. I do have some kids with autism. I just promoted a young man that's 18. He started with me 9-10 years ago, and we just promoted him to black belt. And he was very strong. He was very focused. It was amazing, and it's just a really cool journey to offer that to him, and now he helps teach classes.
So Tracy, in this economy, everybody's always, looking where they can apply their funds in the best way. What types of offers do you have? Because prices always change. I mean, when the show publishes and so on, like how do you help people get what they need and get them to where they're going?
So yeah, our prices are very, very low compared to most other places that you do. And we offer a lot with that. We do offer a lot of family discounts. So the bigger family, the bigger discount you
Yeah.
get.
Get everybody
And
involved.
and then if there's ever an issue, then we just have a conversation with that, and I work that out with you. I do have a lot of single moms that bring their kids, and there's not, honestly, not another activity that they could do with their kids that they could afford. And so we always work with them, and I appreciate all the big families we have when they have more babies.
Yeah.
Because they keep growing our studio. But yeah, we work with everybody because it's just something I just don't want to turn anybody away.
It's something like the promotion through the belts. It's an individualized journey. And so
Yeah.
it sounds like you cater to
Oh,
the
yeah.
individual needs
So,
financially. Yeah.
So when we had our last promotion was in May, and there was a grandmother there watching one of her kids get it, and when each kid comes up to or grown up, because we have a lot more adults than we do kids, honestly, come up to get promoted, I talk about that individual from the heart, and there's nothing written down. I just talked from the heart, and the lady that the grandmother just said she loves every single one of those students, and it was just one of the biggest compliments.
Yeah, there's that
And
observation.
yes, and then I actually have one of the grandmothers who's 70 who's starting this week, so super excited about that. Well,
So age doesn't matter.
No.
Ability or disability doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter, and
Just
we
start.
start at 5. We don't go
Okay.
younger than
Of
5.
course. Yeah.
But we always say 5 to 105 is our range. So if you're 106, come talk to me.
Right. Well, it's as my oldest daughter pointed out that puzzles and Legos are kind of mean to anyone past 99. It
Yeah.
says ages 5 to 99.
Nine, yeah.
And you take it a step further. You're like, no, we go to 105.
5,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Yeah,
there's a
so
conversation.
come talk
after
to
that.
me
Yeah.
if you're 106.
If you're
We'll
hitting
see what we can
106,
work out.
we can
Yeah.
do something. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Ready to amplify your brand's voice? At Blue Mike Studios, we transform your ideas into captivating podcasts and videos. Whether you're launching your own show or guest starring on ours, we've got you covered. From recording and editing to social media promotion. With state-of-the-art 4K video and crystal clear audio, your content will shine. We offer guest packages on our podcasts and offer segments from the show for you to share. Or let us help you build your own branded podcast with custom strategy, branding, and full production support. Visit BlueMikeStudios.com today and let your voice be heard.
What's your favorite part about running this organization?
Teaching.
Yeah.
I don't like working on websites and ads and all those difficult things for me, but I love teaching. And I will say that the kids, I am very strict with them in class, and they've so much respect that But when they line up to hug me after class, which I don't require, it's not like
Yeah, it's just
they
nice.
want to do that. They
Yeah.
come up and give me hugs afterwards, when they're looking at me, when I'm telling them 5 more minutes before they can have a water break, or do one more push-up or whatever. When they feel like their life's going to end with that one more push-up. But they appreciate the discipline, because they'll run and give me the hug afterwards.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And having this knowledge, having these skills, the tools that are available to you, would you say, like, out in the world, would you say that you're prepared for just about anything? And also, I would think, this is a layman talking to you, is, if trouble finds you, that's one thing, but most people who are well trained in the disciplines that you teach aren't looking for trouble. They're actually looking for the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
always never want to be there. I had
yeah,
a lady ask me, "So what do you do at night in Dallas when the knives come out?" And I go, "You're not there."
yeah.
That's the biggest
Number
one.
one.
Yeah, don't be there. So, yeah, I mean, we don't train. Kind of a personal thing is, I have, kind of going back to the empty hand, open heart, but I because of all the abuse that I've had in my life, which is why I started the foundation, but back to the karate, which is why I'm doing the karate,
Yeah,
is I always feel like I'm training for that next fight,
yeah,
unfortunately. And so it's always in the back of my mind that it's that next fight. I don't know if I ever will get over that, but it's just a thing I do. And when I go to the jiu-jitsu people, and because I'm not trained as often there, and they're smashing me, and I'm like, I can do this,
yeah,
and they're working on getting me to do that,
yeah.
not be smashed so much. So, but I feel empowered when it's so difficult that I can overcome that.
And it gives you a sense of confidence. Like you said, you don't want to be in a situation, but if it does arrive, you have tools at your disposal and discipline to ideally handle what's coming at you.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm constantly fighting. Well, okay, I feel like I've got this down. Let's see what's going to happen in this. And so I'm constantly training and constantly passing that on to, my students. When had been working on one move for a while, and I didn't like the way that I ended. So I worked with my jiu-jitsu teachers, and I worked with, just figured it out, and we came up with a solution that's really cool. So always evolving and always growing.
And you don't walk around with a badge that says 5th degree black belt instructor, things like that. But do you feel the confidence of, and I know as a friend of yours,
Mm-hmm.
if I enter a room with you, not that I would boast or anything, but I feel a sense of comfort that between the two of us, mostly you, we could handle anything that came at us. But would you say that the people have that feeling around you as well? A sense
I
of
would hope so.
a sense of comfort and trust.
Yeah, I had a friend of ours from the Plano Chamber, and he came up to me, and he had read on the website my stories,
Yeah.
and both of my websites on my stories, and he said, "Why don't you talk about those things, all the things that you've accomplished?" And because I don't,
Yeah.
I just want to feel the confidence, and I want my students, whether they look that up or not, I just want them to feel the love and the caring that I have for them when they walk through the door.
It's kind of like the walk softly and carry a big stick kind of things.
Yeah.
The training and abilities you have within you are that. But you're such a gentle and kind person in person. But I know you mentioned the Plano Chamber, and I love this, that everybody in there has a fear of you. It's
Well,
like
hopefully not in a bad way.
I mean, in a respectful way.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
definitely respect.
No,
towards
they
you.
all do. And
Yeah.
just when the gentleman, he gave his whole time talking about me last week. So
Yeah.
it was just really cool.
That's wonderful. Well, it's clear you love what you do. And for those who are on the fence, there's someone thinking about what this can do for them, change their lives, give them opportunity. What would you say to them?
Well, you come try a free class, because we always, and then if you're not sure after that free class, then you do another or a week or whatever. And then we have the conversation of what works for for your family.
Yeah.
We have some people that can only come once a week, and that's okay. They move slower in rank, but that's okay because that's what works for their schedule. Or
Yeah.
then some people that can come twice a week, and some people that want to do more. And then we'll run certain specials where we'll do an unlimited month where you can come as much as you want for what you pay. And we just do different things like that. Every month we try to do something special. This in June, we collected stuff for city missions because it's Men's Health Month. So we're collecting for them because they service the men community and the homeless community. So we are doing collections for them, and we try to do something different every month.
That's terrific. And just speaking personally, because I have a couple of long-term injuries, what do you say to people who are just simply, to be frank, afraid of getting hurt?
Well, hopefully we won't hurt you. Only your feelings.
Yeah.
But no, everything is adjusted to what people can do. Like
Okay.
I'm super excited to have this grandmother come in, and
Mhm.
her son was the one that just made black belt. So super excited. But we work around everybody's injuries, and we work about when we're rolling on the ground. That's just not going to work for me, and that's
Yeah.
what we do. I have some students that have a little bit of anxiety, and I have another student with a really long, hard disability, and I always work with her, and I can tell by looking in her eyes when enough is enough.
Yeah.
And they come to me. They know to come to me, and they feel safe coming to me.
And knowing you, I know you encourage that communication.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm just try to read people.
That's wonderful. Well, Tracy, thank you for coming in and sharing what you're doing, the exciting things and all the classes you have at East Plano Martial Arts. I know it's a wonderful place, and I can tell by your smile and knowing, the stories you've told as the time I've known you. It's a great place to gain your skills and confidence.
Thank you.